Okay, just want to show you a few things I've written up about how to do a fandom delivery. Get a lot of questions about different things. So I've set up my own fandom delivery. Not yet going to divulge who it's to, but I'm going to show some of the things I've put together. Okay, first of all is the item itself. You may have seen previously that I bought one of these. It's just a cup, an eco cup, but it's quite a novel thing, which I think is quite nice. I think that's important when you're buying gifts for anyone. Try and make something that's a bit more interesting than normal. I definitely think it's better to get or purchase maybe smaller gifts. I don't think it's always important to buy something that's either very expensive or very big. I think sometimes the smaller gifts can be just as good and exciting for people to open up and receive. So I've chosen this because it's nice quality and it's kind of cute. I thought it's quite nice. Maybe you probably couldn't tell who it's for based on this, but feel free to speculate. Okay, the next thing that I find is most important is the box itself. Now, this is not how it's actually going to be delivered. It's going to be delivered inside a separate postage box, but I want the person when they open it up, I want them to feel like it's a present inside. So they're going to open up the box, take this out, and then this is going to be like a new present. And I purchased this box. It came with a separate lid and base that I just assembled myself. No tape, just fits together nicely. And I thought this was quite nice because it's solid enough and good enough quality that she could use it again. Well, see, I've said she now, there you go. That she could use it again after we're finished. So it's quite nice, as you can see. Get the lid off nicely. Okay. Oh, I did lie. There's a little bit of tape there. Okay, but as you can see, this is giving the game away again, because as I say, I just showed you a cup that I was sending, and there's already a cup in the box. What's going on, says Alex. There you go. I'm in fact sending 2 gifts, but they're to friends, so it'll be fine. Okay, anyway, yeah, nicely packaged, as you can see. This is pretty good stuff. I mean, you could use anything you wanted, old tissue paper in it, or not old tissue paper, but you know what I mean, old newspaper and tissue paper. But I decided to, seeing as this was an example of the perfect fandom delivery project, I thought it'd be a good idea to go and buy some of this shredded paper from the bookstore. So I went and got a load of that. That's solid in there. I'll probably pack maybe just a little bit more over the top. You just got to make sure that when it arrives, the stuff that you're sending is in absolutely perfect condition, because too many times I've opened up boxes that have come to me and unfortunately the contents have been bashed around a bit, and I can only do so much clean up on the gifts. If they're battered about too much, I can't buy too many boxes. So if you're sending me stuff, it might be a good idea to put gifts inside Tupperware boxes, or pack them inside boxes that you don't care if they get bashed, so that I can take them out at the other end and put them nicely in bags. I don't mind doing that. Okay, so anyway, proper padding is very important, and make it feel like a present. You know, I mean, I see a lot of people sending bags, and that's fine. Having your gifts in bags is perfectly fine. That's always very nice. Sometimes I think boxes are quite nice. There's something a bit special about opening up a box. But also something that's important is a message. Now, I've just bought these. I bought this as a pack. Different things. I mean, it's not important. I'll use probably the pink one for the pink one and the brown one for this one. But important is writing a message. You don't have to worry about writing in Korean, because I believe that they'll find someone who, if they don't speak English enough themselves, they'll find someone who does, and they'll get it deciphered. So I don't think you have to worry too much about that. Although, to show that you can speak, if you try writing a little bit in Korean, or this applies to any country that you're sending gifts to, if you try and write a bit in the native tongue, it's always going to seem quite special. Also, something I find a lot of people do or don't do very well is that they don't attach their note to the box in a nice way, so it ends up getting lost in between boxes and they might not see it until the end. I think putting your gift, like if you put it in there, for example, like that, they open up that box and they're immediately going to pick it up and read it first. I think that's probably the most important thing of all the things, so that they can see who it's from, what it's for. I mean, it could just be a random gift. I've got no problem delivering random gifts, but there could be a specific reason for it: birthday, anniversary, whatever. Okay, next up is this. Now, it's different from me, obviously, there we go, because I live in Korea at the moment, so you know, I'm only sending mine across the city, whereas you'd be sending yours across the world, most likely. But to carry on from packaging is about making sure it fits nicely inside a box and it's going to be good. I mean, this is fine for me. I'll probably put some bubble wrap down the sides just to make sure that it stays safe, but to be perfectly honest, there should be no problem with this. This is pretty much an absolute perfect, actually maybe a little bit too small, but I don't know, we'll find out. A perfect size box for this package, and when it arrives, the box will be in good condition first, which will be nice. They'll open that up and they'll find a separate box inside. The packaging is definitely the most important, because if you go to all this trouble to send something across the world, and when it arrives, it's messed up, that's not going to be good. So yeah, that's it, pretty much. There's not really that much to Fandom Delivery. Let me just quickly recap. Small unique gifts I think are the best. I don't think it needs to be massive gifts, although having said that, I don't think anyone minds getting things like iPads and whatever. It's just dependent on your budget, but I think any gifts are good. And I think clothes are good sometimes, but I think things like this, like cups, things that they can immediately just take this out and use it. I mean, when they get this, they're going to take it out, they're going to say, wow, this is nice, they're going to wash it, and then they're going to start using it. I think that's a much more useful gift, especially for these people who are the idols and what have you that are always moving around and are busy in schedules. They don't always have a lot of time to do things. If you give them something they can use immediately, much more impact, I think. Make sure that your gift is well padded. Wrapping is nice, but if you wrap something, make sure you put it inside another box, because otherwise, on the way to me, it will get messed up, and that's wrapping paper that's been ripped is not going to look as good, obviously. So a good piece of advice I would say is to purchase a Tupperware box that's bigger than the gift, which is easier to do if you have a smaller gift, and put it inside. That way, put some bubble wrap around it, just make sure. And when it comes to me, I'll take the Tupperware box off, and the gift will be in perfect condition. Yeah, and just again, padding, make sure. Also make sure your note is there. If you don't want to leave a note, you don't have to, but make sure it's visible so they know what's going on. And that's it, pretty much. So yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed that, and I hope it was helpful to someone. I'll be writing the stuff up on the blog anyway, so if you don't really want to watch this video, you can, but I'm just trying out my new tripod HD video configuration, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's see, let's turn off.